Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to Silent Command, where we learn, lead, and innovate members within the marching arts to become the best leaders within their designated programs. My name is Jared Gear. If you don't know, then ask about me. Last time I saw you guys, my hairline was giving very much slope, and now it's as straight as a yard line. So, play with somebody else. Today we are finally going to learn how to conduct in a basic 4/4 focal pattern. And of course, before we begin, just providing a disclaimer just so that I don't get beat up later. We are just here to provide you with a foundation, baseline. This is for the individuals that just simply want to learn more about field conducting, or for individuals that are in an established program that just want some consistency. If your program or corps does something different, go with that. Stick to it. Or incorporate what you learn to what you already know. And if you do need some one-on-one assistance, please visit www.silentcommand.org and select your instructor today. Team hands tip number 1. I want you to find a mirror, whether that's in your room, in the gym, or more than likely your restroom. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody. Look at yourself. Hype yourself up. Make sure you have enough space to go ultra mega beast mode. You feel me? Team hands tip number 2. Refresh. Recap back to when we had to prep not only for our ensemble, but for ourselves. Our little checkpoints before we start conducting. Being calm, cool, collected. Feet are flat with your weight slightly forward. Grab either your face cheeks or them nasty kneecaps. And then of course, let me hear a low letter O. Of course, take your hands out just so you can check and see, are your hands cupped? We're not looking like spiders. We're not looking like we're freaks. Nice, comfortable hand cup motion. Gradually drag those hands down to the heart. Push out with the elbows slightly in front of you. Shoulders are relaxed and everything is feeling stress-free, no straining. Now this is how you should present yourself in front of your ensemble. Team hands tip number 3. The entire time you want to think of a downward arrow. We of course have our foundation laid out, but you want to think of a downward arrow where there's going to be specific numbered points on that arrow. So 1, that's going down. The start of our fingertips drawing that arrow, as you can see here. As my hands are going down, I'm making sure that they're hitting the same imaginary base, the foundation, ictus. But we'll have a vocab quiz, just you wait. I don't want to go too far up over my head, but I usually use my eyebrows as a reference, making sure that it's not too far up, but also you want it to be effective so that the person all the way in the back can see you. Now we're moving on to our 2. 2 is coming inward, okay? So both of your hands are meeting up to the heart. The tendency that people have is to swoop in to the 2, okay? They're swooping in like they're scooping up a bag of dirt. The only thing that's dirty is that swoop. In order to fix this, I want you to grab your elbow. This is an elbow. This is an elbow. Grab your elbow. Make sure you got a good old firm grip on that bad boy. I want you to feel you hitting your ictus, because that's gonna happen regardless. We're gonna always hit the foundation. And the best analogy that I have in order for me to get that rebound, which will be on a vocab quiz coming up, make sure you clock in and come into class come next week. Our rebound is somewhat like a trampoline, right? 1, 2. I don't want it to swoop into there. I want the elbow to somewhat stay in the same realm, and I want us to rebound. When we rebound into 2, I want it to just be a sharp going across. So think across, don't think cup, swoop, trash, failure. See you at the next audition. As we go along about this, you're going to realize that the fingertips, the wrist, the forearm going to the elbow is all one. You don't want your wrist to break. There is no breakage. We ain't voguing. But you want everything to move as one, going into each and every point. So now, moving on to 3. If you're looking at the downward arrow, that is going out. You're thinking more of giving a tree a hug, or me giving you a hug. Here, come here. Come. You don't want to have so much of an extension to the point where you look like Scarecrow off of The Wizard of Oz. It can be big, and you want that to be emphasized so that, again, the person all the way in the back can keep time with you. They may not know 2. Some of them may not even know 1. Because you know you got that one bass drum player that don't know how to count. But they gonna know your 3 though, because that looks like a bird. So, now 4, we're doing that whole thing all over again, except now you're going up the arrow to then rebound and go down. It should all look smooth. You don't want to look like a robot, because who's gonna read that? And who's gonna watch you? Because I'm not. You want it to be smooth. And something that I most recently discovered that may help you in regards to the velocity between going to each point, turn that subdivision on. So when you turn the 8th note on, to me, that's what's happening internally. That helps me know how much time it should take me to get in between each point. That may not work for you, that's okay. And sometimes you can even turn the triplet on, and that's for people that are ambitious. Here's the slow motion. And we're gonna bump it up by 10. Another thing that I want you to note is that whenever you're doing a prep or you're prepping the ensemble to play, a focal 4/4 pattern is included within your prep. So you're not starting the first chunk or the first phrase within that prep if you're giving them a 5, 6, 5, 6, here we go, then start however many measures there are. For example, let me get up. Again, making sure that everything is here. Everything is together. So remember, the ready and part is for the drum major all the way in the back controlling the med. So then, ready and ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom, ba, da, da, boom. Ooh! You weren't expecting that, would you? That'll be your homework for next week. Learning how to do a cutoff so then we know how to do it all together. So I hope this helped. Let us know what you think and comment down below what are some ways that we can help you prepare for your audition. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week on where we learn how to conduct a cutoff. Boom.